All right, cool. We are into the knife round, which is a fake knife round. So this is FlyQuest Red's map pick. So they should do the thing where they knife each other. If you're curious why there's a knife round, it is because on Face It, rather than removing the knife round for games where it shouldn't exist, because there's not very many of those games, because there's not very many best of threes played, typically you just sacrifice one player. And actually, this is Regain. I have my HUD mixed up. Regain are the ones that are committing the first stuff, but then they kill FlyQuest, so it's all good. Let's get into the game. I'm cooked. All right. Getting into the game, it is FlyQuest Red's map pick. That means that Regain, you can see them now taking their place on the CT side. Looks like it is going to be the A hit leaned out toward for FlyQuest Red, which is a dangerous proposition because the Regain pistols are all positioned to receive it, but they do walk away just a little bit. Fusenko, though, easily handles Marie, the headshot, as she's emerging from the double doors. The smoke lands for the cross. And the fight will commence. Fusenko with another leaves this push all up to the Cat players. Grape going to be moved away very early on, but that's just information for Regain. As they're continuing to fight off of sight, Fusenko and Zukar will finish this one up. Very easily handled pistol round. They survive with 4. So not a great pistol start. Oh. Looks like it is going to be the A-long hit once again, and these two players for Regain are lined up. But the Glocks able to bowl them over. Not going to be enough, though. Dirk standing guard. And FlyQuest Red trying to be a little bit clever over towards B. But Regain already prepared with Grape anchoring down that site. So it is a quick follow-up round, and Regain survive with 3. Now the rifle's going to have to be clean here for FlyQuest Red. They're already... Oh, Regain challenging into upper tons. Bomb is here. Smoke going to be thrown as well. So FlyQuest Red very quickly scared off from these upper tons positions. Sasha just going to hold this down. That's a whole side of the map that's going to be unavailable to FlyQuest Red. The clear out is going to be so difficult, but in the meantime, the big thing to realize is that there was a whole bunch of space given up over towards Long A, and FlyQuest Red have not been able to jump off to take advantage of this. Regain just keeping this defense very flowy and difficult to read, though this time the push on in for FlyQuest Red. Marie gonna catch Fusenko off guard. Ooh, I think Dirk spotted Bibian in towards Cubby, and that's going to be the bomb drop. The instant trade from Fox might actually offer up an avenue for FlyQuest Red. Oh, she's jumping in. They think mid to B is the safe option. Might just be Sasha, the only one on the site itself with the MP5. Does get quickly traded back by Grape. Gonna leave us with FlyQuest Red in a player advantage, though Marie on 1 HP. Zukar on the instant flank through B main. I'm still not down. 15 seconds left in the round. Oh, Fox going to be spotted here, but the MP9, not enough damage to stop her from planting. 2 versus 3. And Regain now just trying to reposition the FlyQuest Red side of things. Grape already activating in window, but Zukar getting involved as well. And the kills come in for the main player. Regain gonna close a 3rd round. Bomb plant for FlyQuest Red, but it is not enough to get the round over the line. Now, bomb down, but unfortunately not enough money left in the tank for any sort of a buy here, so it is going to be just pistols and no armor. And FlyQuest Red, they've tried the A-bomb site a few times now, and I mean, although that round ended up on the B-bomb site, I feel like there needs to be a few different ideas for FlyQuest if they want to dislodge these Regain players. You're right, this is Regain's 2nd game of the day. Zukar with a little bit of a spray down through mid, catching a little bit of damage on Emmy, but the flashes on through do force him away. It is going to give FlyQuest a good opportunity to head on over toward the B-bomb site. Tech 9 for Fox, she's going to crush Vuzenko, and Grape only good for the 1-for-1 trade. So, B-bomb site open, though Emmy caught out as she's trying to lurk and catch these Regain players on the rotation. Now 2 rifles left for FlyQuest, recovered off of Regain. See if that's enough to stop this retake. Regain more than happy to try it, to test it. Ollie tossed over to Carr, flash in, and Vanessa up close and personal, only goes for 1. Dirk trades 2 back, and Bibian not able to hold the line either. Sasha gonna get that defuse. FlyQuest Red not having a great time. Well, rifle's going to be back in the hands of the FlyQuest side, and Fox has managed to pick up her AWP for the first time in the game. The 3rd round buy obviously is not going to happen, and this time Marie goes down first, as Dirk just going to erase her out through double doors. I do like to smoke in through mid. That is going to give FlyQuest Red an opportunity to maybe get something started. The HE going to blow it apart. No one there to be caught for FlyQuest, so another opportunity, but Emmy going to be the first one in, sacrificed, and it's just FlyQuest Red unable to get onto the sites whatsoever. A good re-aggression from Vanessa. She'll get the lurk smoke down, but she's lost her final teammate through those long double doors, and Vuzenko, FlyQuest Red just being crushed one after another. So it is time for the timeout. This is not even a situation of the strategies aren't working. It feels like there's just not... Well, that's a nice gift. Thank you for anonymous gifter. I'd like to know who that was, but I appreciate the gift to Mako Shark. But yes, this is a rough start to the map for FlyQuest Red, though we did kind of see this last night, where Regain, their just mechanical skill at the game is enough to really get them off to the races early on. We also saw a decent amount of enjoyable, just, all right, we're getting so many easy rounds that we might as well chill and play a little bit silly. So we'll see if we get any of that from the side of Regain this time around. Well, looks like FlyQuest Red will set up to take the A site once again, but they're not even going to even tease toward the long side of the map. It's just going to be Cat and maybe a little bit of hint towards B. An early trade leads us back into the 4 versus 4, and FlyQuest Red, they realize that there's a little bit of an opportunity here. The B bomb site going to be opened up by Fox. They lose Marie, but that is going to be enough to at least get the bomb down. So 2 versus 3 on the retake for Regain. Finally, FlyQuest Red in the right place at the right time. Zukar looking in with the AWP. Though Vanessa playing up close and BByon able to finish up the job here. FlyQuest Red finally on the board on round number 6. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Well, interestingly, FlyQuest Red have been doing a good job of getting the kills round after round, so they do manage to find themselves on a spot where they can be in the driver's seat. Though the early ops are going to just trade places. Kill for the Opera of Zukar and kill Zukar and kill back for Dirk and for Emmy. And that's bomb dropped as well. Not going to matter too much. It's still thoroughly in control of FlyQuest Red. So they could still make an appearance on this A-bomb site. Very slow and steady approach from the side of FlyQuest. This boost is going to make things quite difficult. Vanessa still waiting over towards Cat, looking to try and pinch on in toward the A-bomb site. Meanwhile, Dirk playing from that Cat position. Quick scope onto Marie, and Vanessa going to be melted down with the MP9 as well. Marie not going to have an opportunity to plant this bomb. The Molotov melting. They're going to go for the shot as Fox gets the bomb into position. Versus 3. Favorable retake from Regain. And Zukar and Dirk. Quick shots to flatten those T-side defenders. Thank you for the gigantic emote there. I'm rated X. Thank you for another giant emote. Now that's going to leave FlyQuest Red in a questionable position, down on fairly low money, and not a lot of options. So, see what happens to these B defenders. Fuzenko already starting off strong, but the only going to trade the 1-for-1, and Grape too many targets. Splits the difference on the flick, so is going to fall. That's going to leave these 3 remaining Regain players in a retake situation. I don't think they're going to call this one off. I think they're just reconfiguring who's going first as they get the utility in hand. Sasha going to be the first one in. As the flashes start to fall, the execute headed on in on this retake. What do they have? The first one down going to be Marie, and it's just a crushing retake out of Regain. Fox able to find the head of Zukar, but there's not enough here for FlyQuest Red to hold the line, so Regain 7-1 score line. Thank you for the even more bits for the enhanced message effect. And for the giant emote. Well, timeout from the side of FlyQuest Red. Again, this game not going terribly good for them. So, it's... Again, I kind of was talking about it as we got into this game. Regain are a very good team. And even before this, you can never tell how Regain are going to do because they keep changing players. But they seem to have they're a solid enough core that they're going to just keep going. The blue shell reward went away because I stopped having my camera on stream during anything that I'm casting. And without the camera, there's no reason to have the blue shell. Right now, though, XM and lower, Beyond does handle Fusenko. Very good start, but Dirk's op more than capable of trading back these players for Regain. Already deleting the enemy opper from the server. But yes, I got rid of the stuff on my camera rewards because I just don't show my camera enough. And who knows, maybe I'll go back to showing my camera more. I still have the code for all of those rewards. So, you know, there's a possibility I bring it back. Oh, FlyQuest, what is the next move? Heavily leaning over towards Cat, and only 2 players in position for Regain to receive this. The higher lower push does net Marie a kill, but she'll be traded back. Sasha more than happy to dive on in. 3 versus 3 retake for Regain. They've been here before. They're more than happy, more than capable of pulling this one off. FlyQuest Red retreat over towards Cat, which is the right answer. These Regain players move in from CT. Beyond and Vanessa, a couple of kills, and Vanessa will finish the job, cleans up Dirk, and that is going to give FlyQuest their second round of the half. Well, hey, 2 is decidedly better than 1. So, FlyQuest doubling their rounds. You love to see it. Ooh, double nades in towards the long doors. Nobody's home for that. This is an eco round for Regain, so... And I don't think we saw them on much of a back foot in the games that we've watched for Regain recently, so we'll see how they handle FlyQuest Red. They do stack up towards mid and Cat. The boost, a great idea. Doesn't discover the intentions of Regain. Ooh, push out for Zukar could be dangerous, but Beyond ready to receive a double kill. It's not going to be enough as Dirk just flies on by the drive-by, picks up the AK. This Molotov is going to keep him in position, and Vanessa appears right in front of him. FlyQuest Red starting to pull this one into a good spot. So a slow start, but it all matters where you end up. This is very much a journey, not destination kind of game. And if FlyQuest Red end up at a 5-7 scoreline, I feel like there's at least a small possibility So I do think the T side is the one that you want that 7 rounds on, but still though, Fox spots the cross. Oh, that is a painful response from Regain. Down 2/3 of her HP bar early on, and the stack over toward the B-bomb site. Looking pretty dangerous. Vivian ready for it. Double spray down to stop these attackers from the Regain side, but the MP9s will be enough, and these upper Huns players will be bulldozed. Ooh. Irk tags down Marie. Bring us to the 2 versus 2. The scout looking for more blood. Emmy responds with the HE, which is not going to connect. So leaves Regain in what is likely going to become a 2 versus 2 retake. We hear the bomb being planted by Fox, and both of these players being wounded up is at least a good sign for FlyQuest as they try to defend this bomb. Emmy, able to handle the CT player. FlyQuest Red, they mop up one more round and leave Regain with 7 still. So one last opportunity. AWP in the hands of Dirk. And you know, the one thing we haven't gotten a chance to see from FlyQuest Red, it looks like we're about to, is their patented B rush. Get the smoke down to firefight and get the flashes out. They handle Grape easily, and Fusenko, again, too many players. So once again, FlyQuest gonna occupy this B-bomb site. I also like what I'm seeing here. Emmy left behind. Try and catch out a Huns player. So that means that these 2 players for Regain outside of double doors are all that they're going to really have, but there's plenty of utility left in the tank of FlyQuest Red. They're whittling down this bomb little by little. Sasha looking for the first kills in through this smoke. Oh, blows it open, and Emmy is right there. Another walk in, and we got the no-scope from Fox. And the last player, just Dirk, bled out by Marie. 5-7 on the T side for FlyQuest Red. Now we see if FlyQuest Red can win the pistol. It's been a pretty constant thing that Regain have been winning them, so I think this is going to give FlyQuest Red a pretty difficult test. And it looks like it is going to be the very fast push over towards B. Vanessa getting tagged up by the nades, but the dualies come out. She's able to handle one, but now Bibiyan having to back away. Dirk just blows off the head of that defender and leaves us in a 3 versus 4 retake for FlyQuest Red. And he's starting to make tracks in through main. She's going to be a very necessary piece of this equation, as Sasha's dualies more than capable of handling these re-offenders. Fox able to get the kill on Fusenko, but Regain, again, they're just playing these pistol rounds so solidly. So, no 6-7 on this game. However, we are going to get a FlyQuest mid-rush, so it's always fun to see. However, Regain do appear to be ready for it, and while Marie is able to peck down Fusenko, Regain very quickly winning this second round. And this has been a constant for them as well. It's been a lot of winning that pistol, winning the anti-eco, and just having so much money that you win through attrition alone. It's windy outside and rainy. Oh, Regain, they're headed toward that B-bomb site with murder in their eyes, but the Molotov will stave it off, at least for a moment. A little bit of a spam battle through the smoke. Grape, we just saw him anchoring this B-bomb site on the CT side. Looks like he still wants it to be his home. However, the rest of the side of Regain starting to get interested on A from Cat. Got a few options here with the smokes down that they have, because they could do a mid to B split, having Grape still hold on to this upper tons position while the rest of the team is playing through mid. Although Marie gives herself up through the smoke. That might be the go button for Regain. They'll elect to smoke off mid to B. Are likely going to look to play off the back of that. Although, Regain aren't really giving up any sort of big information. Sasha puts down alert smoke to try to bleed over, but gets shredded up anyway. And these rifles on FlyQuest are actually doing a fairly good job of defending. Regain kind of all over the place as they head towards B. Grape, the only one with a kill. The dunk on the Bibian. FlyQuest Red will take their first round on the CT side. Only one timeout left for FlyQuest, I should mention, so you don't want to be wasting it too soon, although if you don't use it, then you just lose it anyway. Going into this full buy where they do have, they know that with 2 rounds and then a win, there's the opportunity to close out the bank accounts of Regain. So honestly, maybe a missed opportunity for the timeout, but I haven't seen enough of this T side to really get a handle for it just yet. Regain doing much the same thing they did on the last round. Through lower tons, through mid. They're just taking mid control and trying to probe. FlyQuest Red not giving them an opportunity for an early kill. No one playing mid. They're opting for the long rotations. Less risk in the mid round. They're forcing Regain to execute on site and trusting that these anchors are going to have their back. There is a cheeky lurk for Emmy, but I think... Oh, that's not a good start. Dirk spots Fox. Just watching the cross. That is going to give enough info over to the side of Regain. They start to head over toward the B-bomb site. A quick handling of this defense. Vanessa able to find 2, but that's not going to be enough to prevent Regain from taking control on the B-bomb site. Now FlyQuest Red forced into the 2 versus 3 retake situation. Are you looking to be the first one in? Spots Sasha, traded out by Fuzenko, and leaves Emmy alone. The position of Fuzenko should be called out. There is a player car, but I think Dirk has been spotted just yet. Fuzenko just holding back behind bricks, ducks under, waits for the spray to be reset by Emmy, and the final shot puts the final nail in the coffin. Regain on double digits. They have done their own damage to the FlyQuest Red economy. That's going to mean it's back for the pistols. Back time for the pistols on the side of FlyQuest Red. Never a comfortable spot when you're already down, but FlyQuest Red, they're putting those pistols to use. The CZ for Zukar and the Deagle for Marie. FlyQuest Red able to get control of the round on the pistols and leave Grape all alone, the AK in hand. Bomb is also pretty far away from him. He's got a lot of work to do, but this time, FlyQuest Red, they buddy up. Fox able to trade out. That is going to be the round for the CT side. And it puts FlyQuest Red back into the driver's seat. Still a decent amount of money left on the side of Regain. So they will be able to buy up after one round of saving. Meanwhile, Regain are looking to super aggro out with these pistols. This time, though, Emmy ready and waiting at long handles too. And Fox gonna wait for the cross on Cat. First player erased, going to be Dirk. Reposition just a little bit further away. Grape responds on the Deagle. The rest of FlyQuest now to be all too knowledgeable about what's next on the agenda. Bomb gonna be planted for Regain, and it is a 4 versus 2 retake from FlyQuest Red. Sasha and Grape, the only two left, and they haven't really picked up any weapons. There's only been one kill, and it's been out of range for them, so these rifles more than capable of chewing through the armor on Regain. And Emmy gonna defuse. No kit, but plenty of time left, and it's not needed for FlyQuest Red. Put this one back within 2 rounds.
Counter-terrorists win.
Ooh, well, this time FlyQuest Red gonna open things up, and interestingly, I thought that there was gonna be enough money left to buy on this round for Regain, but it looks like with the pistol armors, they elect to save one more round. They do have that buffer that will afford them a little bit more time. Dirk with the scout, with the rest of the squad on pistols. And once again, Regain taking this mid control, doing what's worked on a couple of rounds. Dirk looking... Oh, Fox looking towards Cat. That means the scout comes out. It could be deadly, and the headshot evaporates Fox. Gives Regain plenty of time, but the call is out, and BBon looking over window. Good first kill. Guillotines the second, but it's not enough. Yuzenko left still alive, collects the M4, and plants the bomb. 1 versus 2 for Fuzenko. The first player is over. Repositions, and the headshot onto Marie leaves Emmy all alone. Regain might close this out on the pistols. There's not enough money for most of FlyQuest to rebuy. The rebuy is going to be awkward if they want to go for it. Fuzenko expecting the final player to come in from upper tons, but Emmy head turned, not expecting the car whatsoever. And it's Regain on 11 rounds. These teams trading these awkward force buys. At some level, you kind of love to see it. At the other level, you're not feeling too good if you're FlyQuest, because now you've got the op for Fox, you've got the M4 for Marie, and one for Emmy as well, but the rest of the squad, Vanessa on an MP9, and I mean, the op might as well not have done anything, as Dirk spots Fox early on. Ooh, oh, goes for another Marie off of Cat. The Opper just picking apart FlyQuest. He's got this weapon and he's ready this time around. Dust2 might be over here. Regain knocking on the door of that penultimate round. Emmy going to be positioned as the mid to B smoke goes down. She doesn't dare shoot through it, though. Off the back of that, she could offer up a free A bomb site. Tries to sneak through the smoke, and Sasha is ready and waiting. Regain, do they just send it over? Not before beheading Vanessa. And it's just kills all over the shop. They're all over FlyQuest Red. Regain on a 12th round. ready to close out map number 1. The money has very much left the server for FlyQuest Red. Their bank accounts are drier than the Dead Sea. Which I guess is not technically dry, but you know what I mean. Drier than a martini, how about that? Interestingly, they have tossed the AWP over to Sasha to try for that quick long A pick. Not really necessary, as the rifle's more than capable of handling FlyQuest Red. Just Emmy left standing in the 1 versus 5, but she will fall. 13-8 regain. We'll take map number 1. A very painful map number 1 for FlyQuest, but regain are going to be feeling quite good. There were a couple of moments where things looked very scary for FlyQuest.